At the start of 2017, I set out on my own personal journey. Not too many people understood the entire road it would take to get there. I myself didn't know the road it would take to get there. My goal was to make my living 100% from fishing by the end of 2017. Fishing's something that I'm more passionate about than I could ever explain to you. It's something I've been insanely passionate about since I was 2 years old. In July of this year, I stood right in this exact same spot and told you guys I was quitting my job, my stable career of 4+ years after getting a 4-year college degree so I could become a fishing YouTuber full-time. In today's video, we're gonna look back at 2017 and talk about some of the accomplishments, some of the hardships, and most of all, we're gonna talk about if I'm going to be able to keep doing this moving forward, living as a fishing YouTuber full-time. Whew, this video is going to get a little bit serious, most likely, so definitely going to need a whiskey drink. Been drinking this one. Got it for Christmas. Brickway Bourbon from here in Omaha. Big fan of that guy. Got my mixer, ice cubes. Cheers, MFers. That's good stuff right there. I don't care what time of day it is. It's only 7:30 in the morning. No, I'm just kidding. It's well into the afternoon. All right, before we start this video today, one little quick reminder. January 1st, I still plan to give away that $360 Dobbins Champion Extreme Rod. All you got to do, go to millikenfishing.com. It will be linked to the top right down below in the description. Right here, pick up one of these High Life shirts, wristband, hat, whatever you want from the website. Any item will get you entered. Like I've told you several times, January 1st in the video, I will be letting you know if you were the winner of that Dobbins Champion Extreme Rod. Trust me, I've used that rod to catch hundreds of fish. You want to win it, so go enter. Woo, all right, not used to these serious type videos. Don't mind me, I've got this handy dandy torn up sheet of paper with some notes on what we're going to talk about today in today's video, talking about 2017. You know, when I made that video in July when I quit my full-time job to become a professional YouTube fisherman, I told you that I sat down with my wife. Obviously, that's a conversation we had to talk about, a career, a major financial and career decision. And we did have a set number in mind of subscribers, views, stuff like that, that I wanted to be able to hit by the end of this year to decide if I was going to be able to keep doing this or not. You know, because if I was making these videos and no one was watching them, no one was subscribing, I wasn't making any money at them at all, obviously if I was putting in 20, 30, 50, 80 hours a week doing them, that would make no sense. So stay tuned to the end of the video. I'll tell you guys what that number was and if we did hit it. And if we're going to continue with this channel, like I said. First thing I want to do before we talk about anything else, I want to thank you guys, the viewer, so much for watching all these videos and giving the feedback that you do. We have so many new MFers, which MFer stands for Milliken Fishing. I know there seems to be someone that thinks I'm swearing at him every video. I think it's kind of a funny pun, and I appreciate you, Mr. Warren Hopkins, for coming up with that. And yeah, none of this would be possible. I wouldn't have been able to do these videos almost every single day, every other day, if it wasn't for you guys, the viewers, watching them, giving me feedback and subscribing. Thank you guys more than anything. Big cheers to you. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is take a look back at 2017, talk about some of the logistical numbers of what I'm proud of, some of the accomplishments, and some of the things I'm just proud of my own personal accomplishments while fishing. You know, fishing is something, I don't want this video to get construed as I'm only doing this for a job, only doing it for money. Like I said, this is my #1 passion in life, and it has been my entire life. And the amazing thing is, when I started this channel and when I started doing this full-time, it allowed me to express myself and express my adventures fishing and my love for fishing. And I hope that moving forward and everything in the past, that I've been able to portray through the camera lens and behind the camera when it's on my chest, how much passion, how much love I have for this sport. You know, something else before we go much more forward to this video, I might ruffle some feathers with this video with some things that I say, but I want you guys to know I have mad respect for everyone in the YouTube fishing community that does this for a living, everything they do, because mad props to you. You're making a living fishing as well, or you're just making videos to try to help people out, and that's what this is all about. That's badass, so don't think in any way I'm putting down a particular person, anything like that. But yeah, you'll see what I'm talking about. In 2017, January 1st, we started the year. I had made like 5 to 10 videos, hadn't really taken it seriously, just kind of piddled around with it, I guess. And we started with 119 subscribers and a little bit over 16,000 views. So that's what we started the year with, and now we are sitting at almost 70,000 subscribers. I might have 70,000 in the next couple days by the time you're watching this. And then about 10 million views too. So we got about 10 million views in 2017. Completely blows my mind. So we ended up making 164 videos this year. Pretty incredible. That's a really, really high number. Obviously, with 365 days in the year, that's almost every other day. And considering until June I was doing about 1 to 2 videos a week, that really that blows my mind. In these videos, these 164 videos, I fished 62 different bodies of water. So obviously, you know, I'm not fishing the same stuff every single day. And 33 of those bodies of water were new fisheries that I had never fished. And that's one of my things I love in fishing, and something I think you should love in fishing, is getting out, checking out new areas, seeing new things. Whether you catch fish or not, that's one of the amazing, beautiful things about fishing as an art, is you can never fish every body of water, and you see different things and meet new people and have new experiences every single place you go. So that's something I'm really proud of. 33 new bodies of water in 2017. Now, I fished with 36 different people, and 27 of those people I had never met before. So I met 27 new people, which I do consider friends. Now, I did get kicked out of 2 different fisheries. One was a power plant, one was a golf course pond. Didn't have permission to fish the power plant, did have permission to fish the golf course, which resulted in 1 ticket, which wasn't too pricey, but I did have to pay the toll a little bit, but gotta pay to play, right? So statistically, that was my 2017. I was extremely proud of the year. Obviously, it was my first year doing it full-time for half the year. And every single month, my views have increased and my subscribers have increased. So super, super happy about that. You know, and to be honest, one of the things I'm most proud of is I feel like I didn't have to be a total sellout to get where I'm at with what I'm doing. You know, I don't want to talk bad about anyone in specific, and I'm not saying they do anything wrong. If you want to make videos about something, that's totally your prerogative, and that's totally on you. And if you think that's right, that's amazing. But you know, I'm proud I didn't have to go around wearing Spider-Man costumes or doing Barbie rod fishing challenges or doing a challenge video every single video. I didn't have to promote a gaming app in my videos, because I don't know how that would help someone that clicked on a video to watch a fishing video become better or be entertained. I didn't have to go fish private lakes specifically. I fished almost completely public water every single video. And honestly, collaborations are huge in this game, and it can help your channel grow a ton. But I'm proud that I didn't have to go bother everyone. I didn't have to go mooch off the Guggen Squatter or move into their house for the winter because it's cold up here. You know, while we're talking about that, let me talk to you guys about the Guggen Squad. That's another thing. I didn't have to do a video about the Guggen Squad and throw that in the title just to try to get a bunch of views or anything like that. You know, to be honest, I think that's a really cheap and shitty way, honestly, to try to get some views, some popularity, and money, is to say, what do I think about the Guggen Squad, or I have beef with the Guggen Squad, and then your video talks about them for 10 seconds. I think that's garbage, and once again, doesn't help you guys out at all. But while we're there, let's talk about what I think about the Guggen Squad. You know, I've now met all these guys. I've fished with 2 of them. Obviously, I fished with Flair a decent amount, and I fished with Rob in that mystery tackle box tournament. While their videos and their content can be completely different than mine a lot of times, and some of the stuff I just talked about, they do some challenge videos and stuff like that. But they have so much substance on their channels, and I have so much respect as fishermen and as business minds of what they've been able to accomplish, and what they've created and the branding they've done. If you understand the business side of this fishing industry, they've done more than any professional tournament fisherman ever has, tenfold. And they've only been around for a couple years, it's just mind-blowing. And I know a lot of you guys out there in the industry and outside the industry think they're just a bunch of snot-nosed privileged kids that have gotten here because their mom and dads gave them a bunch of money or something. But I can't tell you how far that is from the truth. As a grown-ass man in this industry that knows them, has met them all, fished with them, I can't tell you how hard those guys have worked at all levels to get where they're at right now, in the tens of thousands of people they've gotten into the sport of fishing. So mad props to those guys. And you know, honestly, all those things have hurt my channel as far as the numbers go. You know, if I went and did a Walmart fishing video, or if I did a Barbie rod challenge every single time out, or a micro fishing in a mud puddle video, yeah, I could get a ton of new subscribers and a ton of views that way, but I don't know how that would help the substance of my channel. I hope you guys can understand that. I want this channel to be extremely high in substance and factual information to help you become a better fisherman. And of course, I want it to be entertaining. You know, I want the Zark to jump off rope swings and try to cough and fart and burp all at the same time. And hiccup, I think, is what he did. You know, I've busted my ass to get content my way, being unique, and that's something that I'm really, really proud of. Now, before I tell you guys if we reach that number I want, or this is going well for me, if this is going to move forward in 2018, I want to talk to you guys about some of the struggles that I have while filming and doing this full-time as a living. You know, some of my friends or people that I'm acquaintances with, you know, a lot of them I wouldn't even consider friends. Definitely a huge jealousy factor of, you fish for a living. A lot of people think I just go out, I get to go fishing every day, and that's amazing. Yeah, fishing is amazing. Fishing is beautiful. You know, I have a crazy amount of passion for it. But getting a video out almost every single day, and some of the stuff we have to go through is something you will never understand or see until you do this for yourself. Yeah, going out and fishing every day is extremely easy and awesome, but you have to spend an hour behind the computer, and I'd say a half hour dealing with the logistical side of things, whether that's business stuff, you know, ordering tackle, sorting tackle, getting equipment together, spooling rods, stuff like that. I'd say you have to spend an hour behind the computer for every hour you're out fishing, and probably a half hour with all that other logistical stuff to even get you out there. So what that means is, you know, if you're sitting there thinking this is a 40-hour work week type job, so what that means is you get to fish 3.5 hours a day, you know, and then you go spend 3.5 hours behind the computer, and then you go spend an hour and a half doing tackle. There's your 8-hour workday. And yeah, that would be extremely simple to get 5 videos a week like that. But what happens when the fish aren't biting? What about the travel time to get to the lakes? What if your lake is 4 hours away? What about the weather? You know, what if it rains? You know, what if I have videos built up to edit at the start of the week? So I need to edit and get those out Monday and Tuesday. Well, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'm gonna go fish. Well, Wednesday comes around and there's a giant rainstorm. Well, you can't film in the rain, so what do you do then? And then the next day, it's too cold. Okay, and then the next day, you forgot to turn your camera on for half your footage, or your mic wasn't plugged in. Well, then what? There's so much stuff that you don't ever think about. And obviously, the biggest thing is you're dealing with a complete unknown to make your living, which is fish. What if the fish don't bite? You know, you guys see a lot of these videos and you might think I'm out there just smoking the fish, which once we get on a bite, a lot of times that does happen. But I can't tell you how many days this year, I'd say at least half the times I've been out fishing, where I'm like, I'm going to this lake, it's 10 minutes from my house, I've fished it 500 times, I know every inch of the lake, I know what those fish should be doing, what they should be biting, where they should be. I get there and I don't get a bite for 3 hours, 4 hours. And you literally want to cry. You start feeling the nerves. You know, people talk about how you can spin out in tournament fishing, and that is 100% true, and how it's such a mental game. This can be a huge mental game too, because if I don't catch fish, my video looks like garbage to you guys. And now luckily I give stuff away to you guys if I don't catch fish in a video, and luckily I've only had to do that a few times this year. You might be thinking, if it's so hard to make so many videos, just don't make that many videos. But it's not that simple. You know, when it comes right down to it, you gotta make videos to make money, obviously. You get, the more views you get, the more money you make through ads. Well, everything snowballs on YouTube, so if you don't get a lot of videos out, you're obviously gonna make a lot less money, because those videos push other videos of yours. Everything gets recommended. Obviously, the better the content is, the more subscribers you're gonna get. The more subscribers, the more views you're gonna get. But if you're not able to get videos out, everything's gonna slowly go downhill, and you're not gonna be making money to pay no bills. I don't know how I can explain it to you guys to make you fully understand how difficult and how many things there are behind the scenes to get out 4, 5, 6, 7 videos a week. It's insanely difficult. Well, now that we've gotten to the point where we've talked about all the hardships and what's been a huge challenge running this YouTube channel, I guess we better talk about what you guys are probably, the majority of you are here for, and that is if we're going to keep on with this YouTube channel in 2018. So like I told you guys previously, my wife and I had sat down. It was probably sometime in like April or May, where we sat down and we're like, you know, I'm doing this a lot of hours. I'm putting a lot of time in this. I'm going to be gone on the weekends. You know, we have my son every other weekend and during the week a lot of times. And so I'm trying to get all this content on my one weekend off before there was daylight savings time. You know, when it is daylight savings time, I got a little bit of time, but I'm spending most of that time fishing when possible. You know, when are we going to decide if this is going to keep on working, and how are we going to decide that? You know, obviously, if I had 200 subscribers at the end of the year, it wasn't quite coming to fruition for as much content as I wanted to put out, which was a couple videos a week if possible. And working a 40-hour full-time job, getting 2 videos out a week, very, very difficult. A lot tougher than you would ever think, but it was extremely hard, and I was putting in so much time and effort. But I had done a lot of research. I had looked at all these channels and when they really blew up, and I started seeing, you know, these channels were really starting to blow up once they got to like 5,000, 10,000 subscribers, as long as their content was good and as long as their content was consistent. And that number I kind of started to see was like, once guys hit 5,000, 10,000 subscribers, they were really starting to push along, and all of a sudden it'd be 10,000, then 20,000, then the next month 30,000, and then a month and a half later they have 50,000, and it would really, really start to pick up and go. But I had no dreams when I had talked to her in like April and May that the end of June it'd be going so successfully that I'd be able to quit my job. Well, that number that we set aside about if I was going to just say that this is a terrible idea and not do it anymore and just go back to fishing for fun and doing tournaments only, was 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I know that sounds really ridiculous and silly now that we have 70,000 subscribers almost by the end of the year, but when I was getting 5 to 10 new subscribers each day, not like now where I'm getting 400, 500 subscribers each day, that number seemed huge. It seemed like things would really have to change and pick up to get to that number. And seriously, the only ones I can thank for that are you guys, the viewers. So obviously, things are going really, really well, better than I ever could have imagined, and we are absolutely going to keep this channel moving full speed, better than ever in 2018. Before we move on to 2018 stuff, I can't go any further without telling you about the people and companies that have made this dream a reality for me. First and foremost, my wife. She has been a trooper through all this. I have literally worked a shitload of hours, and she's put up with me through all of this. I've been gone sometimes, you know, it's not easy being gone and working as much as I've had to work and put as many hours in. She's been amazing through all of it, so thank you to her. Also, thank you to Mr. Andrew Flair for showing me the ins and outs of the YouTube game and everything that goes along with it. He's always been there to help me, and he does not need to help me at all. He's a selfless person, and I strongly recommend you guys go check him out. Go check out his channel, subscribe to his channel, and watch his videos, because he's a better dude than he could ever portray behind the camera. You know, as far as companies go, there's 2 that stand out for me that have done a ton for me since the beginning. First one, 6 Sense Lures. You guys know I work with them. They have the best baits you can possibly buy, but honestly, the people behind the baits are better than anything they could ever put out as a product. They've been with me since day one, since I started this journey, and I'm going to be with them for long, long into the future. Second company that I kind of hit up out of the blue and took a chance with me and let me work with them is Mystery Tackle Box, and my relationship is going to be stronger with them than ever before in 2018. So huge thank you to those 2 companies. So 2018, let's talk about my goals first. So my goals, we'll talk about first my goals with you guys. My main thing is try to stay as versatile as possible, make as much different content as possible. Go microfishing one day, bass fishing one day from my boat, bank fishing the next day, travel away. You know, I'm going to do ice fishing video here coming up very soon. Tip videos, giveaway videos, unboxing videos, mystery tackle box challenge videos, Walmart challenge type videos, budget fishing type videos, everything. I want to bring you guys everything because I feel that helps out more people than anything else I could possibly do. So I will never ever, despite my passion, my background in bass fishing the last like decade, I will never get stuck in just doing that every single video. I also want to make sure I'm always listening to your feedback. Your feedback, even if it's critical feedback, is always valuable to me. It helps me get better. It makes this channel go. Obviously, I'm going to try to get back to you guys. I try to reply to you guys more than any other channel. I try to message back, try to give you more feedback than anyone that I know, because I think that's building up a better subscriber base. I think that's giving you guys more, and that gives you a reason to be subscribed, other than, you know, tuning in to watch me catch fish on $10 worth of Kmart lures or something. And of course, you know, I feel like I do more giveaways than anybody in this game. I want to give back to you guys, and I'm not ever giving you guys garbage. I'm giving you guys high quality baits from Mystery Tackle Box, 6 Sense Lures, and whatever else I'm using that day. I've given away a lot of stuff this year, and I want to give away a whole lot more moving forward. Now, another goal is for me to fish with 100 new people moving forward in 2017. I want to fish with 100 new people. I fished with like 27 this year. Next year I want to do 100. That's one every 3 days. So we're really going to have to work hard to get that number up, but check back at the end of the year, see if we've made that, of course. Now let's talk about my logistical goals. There's two logistical goals I have for 2018, and that is I want to have 200,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I feel like 200,000 is a nice rounded number, and I think I can get there moving forward. And I'd also like to have 20 million plus views in 2018. 20 million views, that's about the rate we're going at right now. So I want to get there. I feel like we can blow that number out of the water. I'd love to get to 50, 100 million views, but 20 million views is something we need to accomplish to keep this channel rolling. Last thing I want to talk about in today's video, I know I need to drink this up. It's starting to melt a little bit, but it's so good. Check out this Brickway bourbon. Anyways, I'm going to talk about ideas that I have for 2018 and some news I want to share with you guys in 2018. First thing, the news is I'm starting a new company in 2018. I know this doesn't do a whole lot for you guys because I'm not going to tell you what that company is, but keep a lookout. I'm gonna hint at it, and then hopefully towards the end of the year, we're going to drop the company and blow this shiz out of the water. Second thing I want to talk to you guys about 2018, I'm going to be giving away trips to fish with me. I don't know if it's going to be the same deal with the purchase something from millikenfishing.com and you'll be entered for that month to win an all expenses paid trip to fish with me, whether that's around here or somewhere else. Haven't decided yet. I'd love to hear your feedback down below, what you guys would like to do as far as that goes. So super stoked for that opportunity, and super stoked for the new company, of course. You know, I started this clothing company and of course my production company making these videos in 2017. And I think these new companies, some ideas I have for companies moving forward are going to bring you guys something in the fishing industry you've never seen before, and hopefully be super successful. So some of my ideas for 2018, my main one is I'd love to start a podcast. I'd like to do it as much as possible, but I'd like to keep it short, like 1 hour time period. You know, one of the reasons I want to do that, obviously driving down the road, watching fishing videos is not safe. So many people drive down the road, listen to podcasts these days. I'd love to do like a weekly 1 hour podcast that I would also turn into a video. So it'd be a video of me doing the podcast. So you could get it on multiple streams of media, whether that be my YouTube account or podcast on your phone, car, whatever, smartphone. And my ideas for that obviously would be a fishing related podcast. I like to talk about some of the stuff I'm doing with my channel. I like to talk about a lot of stuff going on in the fishing industry. And something that no one else is doing, I'd like to talk about the YouTube fishing community, which I don't feel like gets enough talked about it, as big as it's become. You know, honestly, the YouTube fishing community is swallowing up the tournament fishing community, and that's something maybe we'll get into a little bit more in a future video if you guys want to see that. But not only do I want it to include YouTube fishing community, tournament fishing, all fishing industry, and what I'm doing, I want it to be an honest, no bullshit, swearing, whatever, opinions type podcast. I want to ruffle some feathers, but I want to get what's off my chest, my struggles, and what I think sucks about the fishing industry a lot of times. And of course, help you guys catch more fish and give you more tips. You know, I feel like there's fishing podcasts, but there's so many damn square old white dudes in this sport and have been forever. Those guys are the face of what's out there in the fishing community right now. But those guys are not what you are, and those guys do not make up the large majority of the new fishing community. I'm not talking about kids and their teens only. I'm talking about the entire fishing community as a whole, and I feel like they don't give you any unique or honest opinions a lot of times. I'll say it straight up. So that's something that I absolutely want to be able to touch on. I know that was a lot of information there, and that'd be a lot for 1 hour, but I think if we did it weekly, or made it a longer show and did it monthly, that's something we could absolutely touch on. And of course, along with that, I need a good name for the podcast. So comment down below your name, what you want the podcast to be called. You know, obviously it needs to be a catchy name, so comment down below what you think the name should be. You guys have given me a lot of great feedback, names, ideas in the past, so let's keep doing that moving forward. Speaking of moving forward, thank you guys so much for going through this video. I don't know if this is like a 10-minute video or it ended up being like a half-hour video. I feel like I've been talking here forever. I had a lot to get off my chest about this last year, about moving forward, the struggle, the accomplishments. I'm super proud of what I've accomplished in 2017, and I hope that we can triple what we did this year, next year, And like I said, thank you guys so much for being a part of this community, for watching my videos, for giving me feedback. Can't tell you how much I appreciate you guys, so thank you for that. But MFers, let's kick some serious ass in 2018. Can't freaking wait. I am so stoked. Get out doing more fishing tomorrow. More videos coming your way. As always, I'm out of here. Peace.
I'm not sorry. I can't help this love like mine.
I'm not sorry. I can't stop with a love like mine.